Breakfast?
No.
The toilets? In the,
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Hey, the other one always doesn't want to take pictures.
Kiwis are up here looking, thinking all the dairy cows. There's like small herd. You'd have what, 1,500 in a herd? Over here we have like 100 and we think we're amazing. So anyway, little things. We like little things in Ireland, don't we? Get off me, Lucky Charms. We are going into the home of our little people today, so please don't laugh. I know what you're thinking, it's all made up and stuff like that, but if you think about it, our mammies dressed us as girls until we were 12 back in the day because they believed that the fairies came to take young boys. You didn't know before, isn't it? So between the church forcing us to drink and I suppose our mammies dressed us as girls, well, now you have a little bit of an idea of what's wrong with the Irish. We have an excuse. And more recently Seamus Heaney won a Nobel Prize and all that stuff. So anyway, we could go on and on. Limerick is not that great of a city. I guess King John's Castle is impressive. It's there since 1201, built on the River Shannon, which we're going to go under here in a minute. But some of you might have read or heard the story Angela's Ashes. Very sad, very funny, everything in between. The movie doesn't really do it justice, but local guys emigrated eventually at 17 or 16 or 17, but he ended up in the States, wrote a story of growing up in Limerick in the 50s, how poor and a lot of his family died and his father was an alcoholic. And it's very sad and very funny if you can get your hands on it. Richard Harris, you may remember him from Tombstone or the classic Irish movie called The Field. Tom Berenger, true story, it's based on two farmers who killed the other over a bit of land, and it has to do with all the Irish gypsies and what people thought of them, and so does Into the West with Gabriel Byrne, actually, if you can get your hands on some of them. I'm sure there's other stuff I forget, but we cross under the Shannon, we're in County Clare. If you have your cameras ready, I guess you'll see Bunratty Castle. It is probably the second most famous castle in the country. About 5 or 10 minutes up here on the right. It's an O'Brien castle up there, so I'm sure you know the Celtic designs that I'm talking about, which Well, that didn't really happen. I guess over time, from Europe came in these healthy people, and they brought with them they brought with them, I suppose, agriculture, and started clearing very slowly the forest, and bringing agriculture with them, and slightly more developed techniques of mining, actually learned how to mine, and eventually brought us from the Stone Age through the Iron Age into the Bronze Age, because they were mining minerals that they were able to make bronze with, which is pretty impressive. And parts of Irish bronze ornaments have been found all over the world. Say patch. We say patch. We can't pronounce our THs. You've probably figured that out, haven't you? We say tanks and things and birds. Brother from another mother. This is what I guess, huh? 33 and a third and 3 trees. You do know what 3 trees are then, yeah? 3 trees. Oh, it's one more. Sorry. The Gaelic Irish language life, because there was less of them to implement those laws. You know, speaking Irish was against the law. Pretty important on here. And ourselves, you know. Right guys, here's one ratty on the right hand side. With the officers away in 10 minutes. Shannon Airport, I hate to tell you, right up here, which you could have flown in and been at the cliffs of Moher in a half hour. An hour, I guess, but that's the O'Brien's Tower of Bunratty. Pretty impressive spot. Right there, in a couple of kilometres, is the little museum. Back in the 16th century, in Elizabeth I's time, when they were coming to attack Elizabeth, of course she was ready for them, scattered. It gets worse before it gets better, but the good thing with the little drop of rain is that it got rid of the fog. You can deal with rain, but you can't see anything with fog, so, and when it's light rain, that's not too bad, shouldn't be grand, you're not going to melt. Shouldn't be too breezy either. I don't think so. We'll see. We'll have to take what we're given when we get up to the top of the hill. This is Lahinch, a little surfing golfing town. I know you're thinking, is he on drugs surfing in Ireland? But actually we have some of the best surf in the world, especially at the foot of the cliffs here. In 2008, a little English and Australian fella travelling around looked over the edge of the cliffs in November. There's a 70-foot wave facing them. They had to wait for a couple of years till it came back, and they could figure out how to get on it. They surfed it with a jet ski, towed them into it, and it's pretty commonplace now to see surfers this time of year after those storms on the east coast of the Americas. We get the big swells without the high winds like they get over there. Like we get pretty regular down here in November, January, December, February. I don't know why I said it in that order, but ultimately you get gusts of 120 km/h winds. You still bring people here. They close the centre and they tell you not to allow people in here. Something by the way, it's difficult to tell people that just travel a couple of thousand kilometres to get here, not to go in, you know. So I tell them you're allowed in, but you just got to be careful, you know. So good. So far so good. A little bit on there. It's not what you can see down here anyway, down the coast, I guess. It's another golf course, Trump Doonbeg Golf Course. Donald Trump owns a golf course down there. He bought it for a bargain, 15 million in 2012. To show you how bananas we went with all the money for the first time, in 2004, that same golf course cost 75 million euros. So, and it's just a very modern building on the side of the coast on its own. And there's a golf course there with a 2-mile long beach. And yes,
Oliver Cromwell, have you?
the ocean is taken back.
Guy had some anger management issues. Depends who you read, but some people say he killed 2/3 of our population
in Ireland
back in the 1650s in Ireland. For those he didn't kill, he sent over here to the west, and ultimately they coined the phrase to hell or to Connacht. Jesus, that's a lot of slurry to put on the ground.
Spanish people on here, I guess.
All this brown stuff on the left.
Can't see it.
Just have like, we're just walking through.
conversational English. And even though it's still compulsory in school to learn Irish, most people are pretty basic. As a teenager, you're supposed to get a couple of weeks in the Gaeltacht area and learn
Oh my
Irish,
gosh.
complete immersion in it. But technically, I had to milk cows every day, so I didn't get away for those 3-week break. 50 cows. That was 3,000 years ago. You come up, I suppose the next big change was Christianity. St. Patrick, you've probably heard of St. Patrick, I guess, when he...
Did they?
Too superstitious to bring sunglasses, because if you bring sunglasses, the sun wouldn't shine, so just bring a hat, you know, the Irish, we're all superstitious.
I got it.
Ultimately, I guess St. Patrick wasn't even an Irishman. He was taken as a slave from Wales. He spent 7 years as a slave and he escaped and went to France and learned about Christianity. In around 432, they say, Patrick had a dream and he came back to Ireland to convert us from sun-worshipping pagans to Christians, which I must say I prefer to be a pagan.
I'm really close.
You don't have to worship
Look.
very often. The sun doesn't come out, you know, a couple of times a week. Here's some of our Irishmen. We'll try and catch one later on, will we? Oh no, we have a Kiwi here. He's probably expert on that. We can flag the Kiwis today. We don't have any Welsh people like that. Do we have any Welsh people there? No. That's alright. It's either Welsh people or Kiwis we can slag off, I suppose. The kids are probably too young to get this anyway. Can I tell you the Aussie and the Kiwi? Ah, come on. Oh, I can. Okay, yeah. No offense intended now. This is just a bit of crack for your lunchtime. But now that we're on the topic, I guess there was a Kiwi and an Aussie fella driving down the road together, you know. The Aussie sees, the Kiwi sees a sheep with his head stuck in the fence. Slams on the brakes, runs over, does the business. He runs back to the car and says to the Aussie guy, "It's your turn." The Aussie guy goes and sticks his head in the fence. Too early? See how offended you can get. Like, we could offend you a whole lot. I guess we might keep it at that one there. Don't want to be getting fired or anything, I suppose. So, now we're back on the main road, yeah. So, look, that was St. Patrick. I guess we are called Paddies today. And that is Paddy. Paddy being a short version of that. Some of you may have heard of a paddy wagon. A paddy wagon tends to refer to a police vehicle. That is because of us Irish. Years ago, either being shipped off as convicts every December, and I guess there's a scramble to get in there. This passage is about 17 meters and the sun rises, shines in the entrance, and they believe, well, we believe today that back in the day they thought that was their elders transport to the next life, the next world. Obviously we have no idea because it was 5,000 years ago and we don't really know. All they did was they drew some of our Irish designs in the stone around the base of the tomb, and those I suppose those designs we believe were all about never-ending life and the river Boyne that the tombs were built around.
There's a menu going around. If you wish to get some lunch, we just pre-order. When I'm driving past, I throw in the menu, and then after we do the rope bridge, we come back and it's ready. They just bring it out.
Probably know what I'm talking about. If anybody wants to write me a limerick, that would be amazing. It's got nothing to do with the place we're in. A limerick home is a 5-line home really coupled with Miami Pentameter. The last line right up at the second line. So, think you can do that? I'll read it out later on, yeah? How many scholars and poets we have on here? I guess I don't know if you know, but Dublin just got designated there a couple of years ago as a UNESCO World Literary City, which is pretty impressive. Only the third city in the world to get some status, which is impressive. I guess years ago we had plenty of
kind of like